Seth Rogen is writing a script, but he is not satisfied with what he's written. He is angry that he wrote a story about the world blowing up, but doesn't show the world blowing up. He starts writing again, this time starting his story with a nuclear war. Betty arrives. Seth wants to celebrate with her for figuring out the story. He looks out the window and sees the world is in ruins, just like he wrote in his story. Seth is in disbelief. Jordan Peele appears, and he starts saying the opening narration to the Twilight Zone episode, but asks for Sophie mid-narration. Director yells cut. Sophie meets up with Jordan. Jordan tells her that he is not satisfied with the narration. Jordan and Sophie have a back and forth about the themes of the episode. Jordan is in disagreement with her and wants to make the narration rather simple. She starts rewriting the narration. Unsatisfied, she keeps rewriting the narration. She gets a video call from Anna. An assistant arrives and asks for the new narration. Jordan is waiting for it. She finally writes the new narration, and Jordan acts the part. But in the new narration, someone changed the name of the actor to be that of Sophie. Sophie goes up to Jordan and tells her that this is not what she wrote. Jordan believes her and thinks that it must be a prank for the blooper reel. Jordan tells her not to worry about it, and if she's gonna worry, she should worry that now she is in an episode of the Twilight Zone. He tells her to send him her version of the narration. Amy arrives and tells Sophie that the director is asking for an explanation. Amy asks her about the blurry man in the background, who wound up in every take, but Sophie has no idea about it. Sophie checks the footage from the show and notices the blurry man. Nobody remembers seeing that guy. They check the first episode of the show and notice the blurry man in that episode too. Sophie starts looking for Jordan, but nobody can find him. While looking for him, she gets startled by a noise. She sees a cue card that says, Sophie is about to learn. She follows the sound, but can't find anyone. Suddenly, the lights go out. She goes back. She calls Anna and tells her that she is being stalked. Anna believes Sophie is exhausted. The lights turn back on, and she sees the blurry man. Lights turn back off again. She starts running. The blurry man gets closer. She runs away from him. She hears some music. She reassures herself that this is a prank. She notices a book and opens it. There's a blurry man drawn on every page of the book. Suddenly, the bottles start flying out from the bar and smashes against the wall. She starts running again, noticing the blurry man. She falls while running and starts yelling for help. She sees a lot of screens put together with static running on them. Screens start showing stills of episodes with blurry man in it. One of the screens shows Sophie herself. Screens turn off. She notices the blurry man in the distance. She believes that Jordan is doing this to her to prove his point about the themes of the episode. The blurry man starts approaching her. Sophie screams loudly. The blurry man disappears. Sophie believes that she is working too much. She needs to sleep. She sees the blurry man again. The blurry throws books at her. She runs away. She sees Seth and starts calling out. But nobody notices her. She continues running while the blurry man chases her. She keeps running into people, but nobody notices her. She hears voice that says that she can't run from this. She can't hide from it. She has to be willing to see what's there. She turns around, tells the blurry man that she is ready to see. Blurry man's shadow engulfs her. She hears her father's voice. A flashback shows her as a small kid. Her father telling her to go outside and play with other kids. She is watching the Twilight Zone, 1959 version. Her father doesn't want her to watch TV because they are make-believe stories. He wants her to go out into the real world with real people. Back in the present, blurry man is gone. Sophie meets up with Jordan. She hands him the new narration. Jordan likes the new narration. Sophie hears her voice again, asking if she believes if this is over, there's more to see. Sophie finds herself in the world of Time Enough at Last, an iconic episode of the original Twilight Zone series. The world is in ruins. Sophie believes that maybe she learned the wrong lesson. She is wondering what she did wrong. She says she gets it, that this is the end of the episode. Some cruel twist. She sees the blurry man coming closer to her. The blurry man is revealed to be Rod Sterling, the original series host. He tells her that there is a lot to explain. The episode ends with Rod taking Sophie through a door and into the Twilight Zone. Like and subscribe for more videos like this.